Now, I don't understand what happened in the global financial crisis. I think a lot of players didn't understand the issue of the risks and the products that were being transferred. And I think even today we don't understand the banks' role, especially in Europe. Many of the big banks were nationalised overnight because they had such big debts and it got caught up in it that they were going to threaten nation economies. But we still don't understand a lot of that because there hasn't been any applied research, what were the conditions that brought it about. There hasn't been any inquiries as to what can be the improvements. And thirdly, I suppose if we get it back to accounting, I would say, well, what was the role of auditing? So I know there has been 2 inquiries in Europe in audit and audit practice and concentration in the market. But I would say to my fellow researchers, this would be a very, very interesting topic to do some research on, because we may be having a chance to refocus on what is auditing and its role in something like a global financial crisis.
Can I put to you that auditing is flawed by its very nature in the sense that you're only looking at the books that are presented to you?
Part of the debate about auditing at the moment in the House of Lords and the European Commission is over the question of independence of auditors. So the issue we have at the moment is auditors are actually employed by the companies that they audit, and they provide financial services and other types of services to those companies. That's part of the debates that are going on at the present time. They cannot seek independent methodologies. They've got to rely upon the company and the company's books, as you say, and their risk management strategy, and they've got to form a judgment about that. But the issue becomes, can they do that if they're not fully independent in terms of the relationship with the company? So one of the proposals, which would be very interesting, because I'd love to see the pros and cons of the proposal, would be that we have rotation of auditors, rotation of audit firms. We have, at the moment, the large audit firms have a high concentration in the top 500 companies in the world. So there's a discussion of opening that up. So there's many, many things going on just in that thing called auditing that is really something that hasn't been discussed for 20 or 30 years, but is happening now. So I would say that accounting academics, I would like to see accounting academics study some of those issues and then make a contribution to the debates. They can still publish their journals, they can still be seen to be top professors, but I'd like to see some of their thought leadership in this space and take a position in regard to which way we should go.